Hello YouTube, welcome back to the Artisan of Glimmith. So last time I was trying to get Mingle Shape up to gold, and I have, I think, just two left to go, which are levels 5 and 6. So let's jump in and look at this one. Okay, those are the obvious one pieces. This shape cannot be a simple elbow, so it has to extend out. This shape could be like that, the two next to it, or it could just go up and be part of this. I can join together all of these because they're adjacent to the same symbol. Those cannot join, which means so you'll put this one at the end. It can't be just this way around, or it hits that, or it hits that. It can't join onto that. So that means I think it has to go that way around, which means this one has to do that. That can join to there. And this one could go like that, or it can go like that, so leave it and move on for the moment. Oh, this cannot be a T, so it's going to have to continue. Which means this one does go like that. Oh, that's complete. Mark off some of these bits completed. This can't go vertically, so it has to go horizontally. This could be down here, or it could be further up. Can't be horizontal, or it blocks that one. So whatever it does has to be at least those two. Could go up or down. This has to come. You'd have to come one cell out. It could be. Can't come one cell out. Now this. Yeah, it can do that, and that, and that works. But it might also go the other way up, so I'm not certain about that. This one has to go at least one up and one down. If that goes horizontally, then this one has to come up another cell. But I don't know that yet. That could just bend around there. This cannot be like that, or flipped, or down there, or down there. So I think that is possibly the only way around it can go. That can't come out, so it has to go either up or down. Can't go up, it has to come down, but now it can't. Oh dear. That will work. This has to come down. But now ooh, that's a bit nasty. It has to go up. It has to come down. It's the only way this can go if it doesn't run into that. Okay, so take this little lot out. That has to go up. There must be some orientation that I didn't think of for this. That. Right, that works for this corner so far. This cannot be 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5. And it can't be that because this one gets in the way. Oh, this is can do something like that, possibly. Could let's complete this one here. Could extend further. This can go up all around. do that way first. This one's elastic extend. So leave it for a moment. In fact, this does have to extend another one. This cannot go up. It goes either right or down. That cannot be 1 or 2. Oh. That's annoying. It's going so well. So was this W that I did the only way that could go? This I think had to go along and up because along and down is out as a 4. And it's completely surrounded, so it couldn't go out in any other directions. So, tricky corner. So it can't go down that way because it hits this. And go out this way, it hits that. Try and go off that way. This would have to go up and didn't have room to go all the way up. It has to be that way. Why could this not just go that way? Ah, because then it's 6 and it only gets to be 5 long, and I can't chop 1 off the end, or 2 off the end, or 3 off the end. Yeah, okay, so put that back where it was. Wait a second, at the time I don't know if this goes up or down. I think maybe it goes down, which would mean this that's not right. That can go up. Even further up. Okay, now at last. No. Ooh, that was a tricky one. Yeah, I should have spotted earlier on some of the ways the shapes interacted near the corners. Okay, and that was the easier one. 1, 2, or 3 straights, mingle shape, and polyomino. Those have to be 3 different shapes because nothing goes around the edge. This probably joins onto one of them, but who knows which. Again, 3 different shapes around there. Okay, and they cannot all be vertical because there's not enough space. 3 horizontal, 3 horizontal, 3 vertical would also not work. So we have a mix of vertical and horizontal. If that one is vertical, it could be horizontal and that vertical. So the question is, without having thought too much about this, how does this break? Because I'm sure it will. The inside of this region is now constrained. If that's a 2, that would have to be a 1, and this would have to be a 3, and then we have a problem. If that was a 1, the 2 1s and 2 2s. That would work. And that's also a 2, and that's also a 2. We have to do 1 and 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. It was going to break eventually. Yeah. Okay, so that's the basic issue, is that I'm going to have to fit 1s and 2s all the way around the 3s, and yet they're straight when I reach that point. And then the 2 could be like that. This one is going to end up doing something kind of similar. 1 and a 2. That is now going to have to be horizontal. It's 1, so that's a 2, and that's a 1. Let's just pop down a few of these. So that one has to be a 1. Means that would have to be a 2. And that would have to be a 2. And we have a 3 up there. 1, 2, 1. That's a 1. That's a 2. That's a 1. Let's do that's vertical. 2, 1, 1, 2, 1. Horizontal. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Yeah, so once you realise where the tricky points are with the borders, and the fact that the threes all have to basically be either alternating, either vertical or horizontal, and they've got no degrees of freedom to move either side, whichever way they point, then it's just a case of filling it in a way it works. Just hey, not bad. Less than half an hour for 2 puzzles. Okay, let's see if I can find the precision window. Which one was the precision window? That one. Okay, so that's 3, 4, 4. Bunch of 3s and 5s. Okay, start down here. All regions must have an area of exactly 4. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Apart from knowing those have to be different as they go across. These have to be different, and that's different again. So I need enough space for the blue. So it has to come down one, which means that has to come out there and finish it. This if that comes all the way out, and this one's blocked off with only 3, so the blue has to go there. Those 3 come out, and it can't go up, so it has to go down. Can't go up. That's an L, and that's like that. And then this has to take 2 in here. And that works. Just checking around the sides in case there's anything lurking. Ooh, Precision, Delta, and Gemini. it's going to have to be an L. It's the only shape it can be. That's an L. Therefore this one has to be straight. Therefore this one has to be straight. That's straight. This isn't. This is an L. Can't turn sooner, or this one would be blocked. This is not an L shape. And it's going to have to take this space and that and that. It has to be L shaped. Means this has to be L shaped. This has to not be L shaped. This one can be L shaped. That is L shaped. This one is straight. And nice. Ooh. It is exactly 4 again. That has to extend up or down. If it goes like that, this one would have to do that. We can get the deltas. It actually works. This also has to be an L. I'm not entirely sure that this wasn't an S, but come to that one when we get to it. I think an S here would have caused problems with. Not sure. Okay. This has to come down. This one cannot come down. And it cannot be L-shaped, so it has to be S-shaped. This one has to be L-shaped. Although it could bend, no, it can't bend sooner, or it cuts off 2 cells. This is not an S, not an L, so it's straight. And not a square. This is an S. This one's a T. This is not an S. What's this? Those two are on the same. These again can't come down. That has to be an L. Means that one's an S. Okay, this is an L. only 11 to go. 4, 4, 3, 5, oh, just added 3. All regions must have an area of exactly 4, but there's no other nasty little constraints. Now, those are the obvious bits. That could be an S. We'll force this up into being an S as well. And then this one's blocked. So that does not go up there. That comes down and up. That's 4. That's 4. Let's take that. That's 4. That's 4. And that's it. It's 3 hiding down there. Area of exactly 5. And there's only 5 regions. So nothing that I've drawn so far can reach this cell, that cell. But the base of this one can be reached from here. That's 4. I have to extend it one more. Actually, I think I have to do that. And this is going to have to be split into 2. Split could be there or there, I don't know which. Let's just try. Shouldn't mark the edges in until I'm sure. Four. All regions must have an area of exactly 3. This can only be horizontal 3 in a row. This one cannot be horizontal 3 in a row, so it must be vertical 3 in a row. If that's also vertical, this could be a right angle. I think that has to be a right angle because this is going to be straight, whether it's the same as this one or not. Now, I need to get this to being a multiple of 6. If I take 2 off here, that leaves 5 down here. I'd have to take another 2 off. Like that. Can't do that because this becomes a corner as well. That has to go down. That has to come round like that. Okay. Ooh, area of exactly 3. Those are different. So that's straight. So this one's a corner. And this one is also a corner. So this one must be straight. And this is straight. So whatever that shape is, say it was straight, this would have to be a corner and this would, okay, that would work. That again cannot come down here and you get a paradox. Left or right, I don't know. That has to be straight. If this curves, oops, this curves around to here, and that curves to there. This has to be straight, and this would also have to be straight, but it doesn't work. So that's going to have to go to there, which means this one has to come like that. No, it doesn't. It has to go like that, and then this can be like that. That one is well hidden. Area of exactly 9, so we need 4 regions. if this tries to come out down here, it traps that in. So this one is going to have to go down that way. This is going to have to come up. This is interesting. So whatever this is can just come up around the top, because then this cell, which has to be different, gets blocked in. If it comes down here, then, well, actually I suppose that one can come that far down. No, we can come around there. It's more like it. So that's 9. This one is 6 so far. Another one hiding down. Okay, precision 5. Something has to come out somewhere. And these two have to be different. And this has to be the same shape as that. As is that. And that. Those are all the same shapes. Although obviously something could come around the corner. And including this one. But this is different and this is different. And there's 12 shapes altogether. Whatever shape this is has to fit in that sort of yellow. All of those yellows are the same, and this is the same. So this cannot join to here with these blue shape. So the blue shape, I'm going to have to do that, it's the only way out. And this one can join onto either or both of these. Okay, so there is a right angle, but it has to extend further. And then it could be an S or an L. Now, makes that nice and easy. If it's an S, then this one doesn't fit in no matter how I do it, so it has to be an L. This shape, it's not simple L, but it can't be So it can't extend down here. So it must extend into that. It doesn't necessarily have to extend into this one. If it was an S, then this doesn't work. Now if I do something like that, then that one works. That. Leaves 13 in there, which does not sound very useful. T with 5 of 2 doesn't work. No, I think that's got to be the right shape. Well, it does work. The only problem I got here is that I've left this so that it doesn't. Can't be 5 straight because this had to be an L. And this shape fits in there, and that's the only way around that it does fit. Ah, that would fit like that. And that would fit like that. And that is the solution. And for 5. Okay, there's no place of choice. The 4 there. Precision 10. All regions must have an area of exactly 10. Okay, so we have 3 shapes in each section. Sneaky. And that becomes 11 if I just do that. Ooh, that's 10 if I do that. Now, there is no way to join this up to here. So what I think I may have to do no, I can't do that because that's, well, that is 10. But this is 6, 7, 8. No. Right, so that's 10. That's 10. And that's 10. Okay, and this one's going to work out differently because I've got to get up to here somehow. Let's try that. That's 8. That's 9. Okay. How are we doing? 4 to go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is it the same region? No, it's not. I'll leave that one. One here that I missed. Okay. Region size exactly 3. Must go up. Can't go straight or down. That has to be straight. That has to be up. That can't be straight or we have the wrong number of pieces left. So it goes up. It goes down. Area of exactly 9. These are different shapes. these three are all got the same shape. But we only have 3 shapes. Which means 2 of them have to be the same shape, and 1 of them is different, and the one that is different wraps around the outside of here. This does not look. So it might be okay, because it's slow on both sides. Right. Now we need to get 3 more. Two to go. All regions must have an area of exactly 8. Let me just check. 5. So there's 5 different regions. Yeah, and those have to be 3 different regions in this corner. Only another 2 regions to go. Let's do the obvious. And that is going to fail horribly. So that's on 6. And this is stopping time, but yeah, I've only got 1 more to go, so how hard can it be? Area of exactly 5, and there's a lot of them. 9 to be precise. Cannot go up, so let's continue along. The only shape that can be. That has to go into there, and there, and there. I think that's the only shape that one can be. Leave that for the moment. That could be part of this, or it could be something else. This one must extend down It's a P shape, but I don't know which way around it goes. A pinch point here. Which we cannot take. If this goes down, then this is going to have to come out, and that one is messed up. Okay, this is interesting. So 1, 2, that has to come up that way. And this has to be part of something like that. All right. This can go like that, which causes problems for this one. Oh. Precision window at gold, 35 of 35. Right, well, thank you very much for watching. Please hit like if you enjoyed this episode. And I will be back again soon with another episode. Thank you very much.